Okay, here is part 2 inside the Missouri State Penitentiary Prison Museum. These are other items here that you have. So this is an assortment of shanks that were found here. See if I can kind of get it without the lighting messing it up for you all. These are correction badges. These are other items that were given here. This is the modern baton. Different badges here. And this is what the officers use. Things like the radios, things of that nature. So this is about gas chamber was first used in 1938. Wow. This is the printout of execution of George Tiny Mercer. Shows the different steps in the procedure. So I guess it starts off there, goes there, goes there, there. So they show, and then until he hits a flat line because he's dead. It's kind of creepy to know you're going to go into a place where you're never coming back again. This is a lethal injection machine. It was first used in 1989 for the execution of Missouri State Penitentiary inmate George Tiny Mercer. The last execution that took place at the prison. This machine activated another machine which held six 60cc syringes containing lethal drugs. And that's how he was executed for his crimes. So he paid the cost with his life. I mean, I hate to say it, but like, just looking at his face, he just looks evil. It's just like evil inside of him. But that's what evil gets you. It gets you death. Okay. So, interesting. Very interesting. All right, let's see what else we have here. This is a history about a lot of different prisoners here. I don't want to glorify them too much, but these are all the prison personalities here. So if you want to come here and read about all these different individuals, there's quite a few of them here in the prison. This was interesting. This is an invitation to an execution. These cards were provided to those to witness an execution. And those are the cards there to see. And we come over here. This was a Bible that belonged to convicted murderer Robert West on loan by the family. I guess the family gave it so that he could be here. And it has some different scripture verses. Okay. This is some history. It says, Joan Ann Mertens and this other lady here were the first 2 female correctional officers to be signed at an all-male facility. Okay. Then as you come along here, again, this is all about these different prisoners here. These are other items here. So these were belts made by inmates illegally in the factory to conceal blades or other types of weapons. This shelf contains various contraband, such as lockpicks, handcuff keys made from the tops of lighters, lipstick tubes turned into weapons, and more. So again, you can see all the, let me get that there, all the different weapons these inmates were able to create. And it's pretty wild to just see all that. These are all illegal tattoo devices that were here in the prison. And this is various types of pipes to smoke things like marijuana and other drugs. Okay. Let's see what else I can show you all here. You come up to this area here. This is an officer uniform back in the 1960s, a correctional officer uniform here at the museum. They got some other interesting things here. So this is interesting. It says industry boomed and convicts went to work. Factories opened throughout Jeff City. The prison became self-supporting and it showed a profit. So essentially what happened is in 1893, it was the largest pearl button maker west of the mountains. Kind of summarizing it, there's a lot to read. It says, when in 1929, the Hayes Cooper Act banned interstate shipping of convict-made goods, the era of contract prison was over. Because prisoners couldn't unionize or really have complaints, businesses were getting them to do work for much less than, a regular job. It makes sense. This is some other information here. I'm just kind of showing around. There's a lot here. Let's see a look here what we got. See, look how man. So this is a wooden ship by an inmate. Look how, man, just beautiful this is. Such artwork. But, sadly it stays here. This is a carving as well, made by an inmate. I mean, look how nice this is. See if I can get you all better. But this is all artwork carved by an inmate. This is desk items from Raul Lazarni. So we have this here. These are salt and pepper shakers that were created in the 1950s. Again, more items that were created by inmates, just beautiful pieces of artwork. Another item made by the prisoners, a wagon that was made. So creative. These are additional items here that you see at the prison. Look at all these handmade leather purses. I mean, let's be real. If this was in Beverly Hills or some high-end store in an area, these would be probably hundreds, if not thousands of dollars. But look how well designed they're made. It's pretty amazing what people can do. They just need to be focused on the right things. These are contraband canes. Different types of contraband canes. And then you come here. These are more, these are unbelievably nice purses that were created. A mini doll chair made by an inmate. Okay, let's see what we got here. This is different facts just about the prison. It says prison guards in the 1870s earned $1.25 per day. By 1900, the tower guards earned $50 per month and the shop guards earned $55 each per month. In 1909, prison guards were paid $900 per year and the warden was paid $2,250 per year plus housing. In comparison, Missouri's industrial and semi-skilled male workers earned on average $27 per month and daily wages of $1.29 to $2.25. So these are just different facts about the prison and the laws. There's some more stuff here to take a look at. Basically sweatshops, doesn't surprise me. Come into this little corner here. There's some more information. This is a drafting table. This is the warden's residence. It says at a time when convict labor was readily available, several fine homes began erecting along East Main Street, known as Capitol Avenue. In 1888, a two-story mansion was built entirely by inmates for the warden and his family, directly across the street from the Missouri State Penitentiary, featuring walls of brick and stone. The final construction was $7,000. Wow, it's crazy. In today's money, you can't even do anything with $7,000. But that was a long time ago, so that makes sense. These cells were discovered in construction 1985. They were buried, I guess, at one point. Okay. More stuff made by inmates. Civil War prisoners. Jefferson City mattered to the Union. Union General John C. Fremont built Camp Lily on the present site of St. Mary's Hospital. He used the prison shops to make equipment for the troops, and in 1864, prisoners built breastworks to defend the city against Confederate General Sterling Price. The prison was used for both Union and Confederate military prisoners and for women Confederate sympathizers. Very interesting. Okay, part 2.